Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Melanie Witt, and I'm going to talk to you about creating a social and emotional learning plan for university teachers and staff. Today, I want to talk to you about one way that you can sustain your heart, and I want you to think about how you can create a self-care routine as I walk you through creating an individualized social and emotional learning plan. The goal of this brief lesson is to share some important background about SEL, why it's important for faculty and staff in the academy, and a practical application that you can walk away with after this mini lesson. When I create lessons, I often rely on backwards design by Wiggins and McTee. In thinking about this, it's important for me and my learners to know the objectives of the lesson. So today, the overall goals of this lesson are that you will connect social and emotional learning to your lives and roles as educators, and that you will understand a basic model to create individualized SEL plans as staff or faculty in higher education. The big ideas and understandings when I complete this lesson that I want you to understand are that social emotional learning for educators is a critical component of self-care. Creating an SEL plan is just one way that educators can sustain their hearts or practice self-care, and that practicing social and emotional learning can have a positive impact on the inner life of the educator and in the holistic support and success of students and learners. What is social and emotional learning? CASEL, the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, defines social emotional learning, or SEL, as the process through which people acquire and effectively apply the knowledge, attitudes, and skills necessary to understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. CASEL established 5 core competencies that enhance students' capacity to integrate these skills, attitudes, and behaviors to deal effectively and ethically with daily tasks and challenges. These are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. What I've come to understand through my research and experiences as a faculty and trainer over the past about 15 years in higher education is the importance of self-care for educators. When teachers and support staff are stressed or overworked or on the verge of burnout, we are less able to support our students' growth and learning and to contribute less effectively and support engaging teaching and learning in less capabilities. Weaver and Wilding said in 2013, when we constantly are extending ourselves to our students, serving on committees, and juggling our professional and personal lives, we can neglect ourselves and end up in a cycle of exhaustion, frustration, and burnout. Right now, perhaps more than ever in higher education, faculty, staff, administrators, students, and families are experiencing trauma because of high levels of uncertainty and fear. Right now is a great time to start your own social and emotional learning plan. A little bit of background for you, a little bit of rationale and some literature before we move on. Why is it that social and emotional learning is important for faculty and staff in higher education? Well, one of the reasons is that because higher education plays an important role in shaping the people who then shape our future societies. Very little has been researched and done to support the social and emotional dimensions of educators in academia. Many teachers have reported that when physical, social, and emotional environments in a school is threatened, their level of stress increases. This has been cited by Borg and Riding in 1991, Cohen et al. In 2009, Colley, and many other researchers. Rachel Kessler said in 2000, we can have the best curricula available, train teachers in technique and theory, but our students will be unsafe and our programs hollow if we do not provide opportunities for teachers to develop their own souls, their hearts, their own social and emotional intelligence. Just as much as teachers have their own stressors in life, teachers also carry the burdens of many student stressors. Social emotional learning has been shown to be very successful in the academic support or the academic success of students. Durlach in 2011 said brain research and learning theory illustrate that social emotional and academic learning are inseparable, and that integrating these aspects of learning helps students succeed in life and in school. I suspect that right now, all of this is exacerbated by COVID-19 and the high levels of uncertainty, fear, and stress because our routines have been upended. This is a perfect time for us to create our own self-care plan or a social and emotional learning plan. Here's an example from a teacher that I worked with and trained. She created a plan that was a month long initially. You'll notice how individualized it can be. It doesn't need to be something that's challenging or difficult. Really, you want to take small bites so that it can become more of a habit. A lot of research in positive psychology suggests that making small manageable steps is one way to really improve on ourselves and to create self-awareness and create a routine or habit. You'll notice some of the things that this teacher wrote in through color-coded key. So red for work-related things, blue for social, green for guilty pleasures, for example. I'm going to stop here, and then I'm going to create a part 2 of this video to demonstrate how you can create your own social emotional learning plan and give you some examples of things that you could do to engage in self-care habitually. Thank you for watching this